Welcome back. We're back. Do you know where we are? We used to come here all the time. We're at Ryan's boxing gym. I'm back into rotation. My work schedule's changed up a bit, so I'm back to taking him to boxing. My son Ryan is 12 years old. He's been boxing for quite a while here at the gym, and he absolutely loves it. So that means an hour a day I come and I sit in the car and watch YouTube videos, hang out with YouTube friends, crochet, knit, whatever. But this morning I woke up early and I went and had a grand adventure and got home in time to take Ryan to boxing, here I am now. So let's talk about how much fun I had. I had a lot of fun. I met up with a yarny friend, Felicity. She's over on Facebook. She will be in the description box below. And we went on a wild adventure. I don't think all my goodies are in order in which they came into my life. So let's just dig in. So we went to, I don't remember what order we went in. We went to a lot of places. One of the places we went was, the girls and I call it Thrift Store Alley, because it is 3 thrift stores right in a row in a little Concord, California. And one of them we call the Boutique. It is a group of older women who volunteer, and everything in the store is on display. Most of the price tags are little stamped out pieces of scrapbooking paper, and then they have, gel pen, shiny sparkly gel pen prices on them, and all the jewelry and mannequins. Oh, the mannequins look fabulous, darling, absolutely fabulous. And I bought a replacement mug. Look at that. It needs a good washing, and I will wash it and sanitize it before I drink out of it. But look, it's the ocean. And it's that nice, hearty, strong coffee mug that I like. I think it'll hold quite a bit. Can I please have a fistful of coffee, please? Yes, you can. It says Potter's Craft Seashore Blue. And I recognize that brand from some dishes that I have at home. Might I add, dishes that have never been broken. So good luck, little mug. I'm entering you into rotation of my favorite mugs. I know I get upset and sad when I lose a coffee mug to droppage, but I know that when I go thrifting, another solid, good, cute cup will come my way. So summer vibes coming to the coffee pot. Let's see. Felicity had goodies for me. She recently went on a yarn crawl. And it's very popular to go on a yarn crawl, and when you make a purchase, they gift you patterns. Patterns that they've had for sale in the store or outdated, or sometimes companies will gift a bunch of patterns just to get them out, or they'll come along free with yarn. The yarn will sell, the pattern will still be there. Here's a good one. This is stockings, and it's knitting, but I can knit socks, so I can knit a stocking, right? And this copyright for this pattern, it says Ann Norling, and then her address is a P.O. box in Mill Valley, California. That's right here in the Bay Area. So there is a local pattern designer that I should give a try. There's 4 different styles of stockings. And I have 3 children's. I don't know. We'll see. But I am so, so thankful that Felicity thought of me on her adventure. This one is Haute Couture, Natural Knitting. And I don't know how to say the name. Is it backward for you? It's Nehalem. Nehalem? I don't know. Sorry. This one is Haute Couture out of Jacksonville, Oregon. It is a cute little slouchy hat. I see lots of texture around the headpiece, and the decrease is very interesting. It looks like an octagon. Very cute. Very, very, very cute. And the pattern is really simple looking. It's got some repeats in it, which, I mean, once I fumble through a knit pattern, if it can just repeat itself, I'm thankful. And then quick and easy Christmas crochet. All right, you guys know how I feel about Christmas. Not really a Christmas girl. Christmas does not hold a fond, loving, warm memories for me. But that's okay. I know some people love Christmas so much that they celebrate Christmas in July. And I am thankful that Felicity thought of me, and I will save this book for Christmas in December. Lots of adorable patterns, lots of angels, and of course the snowflakes. Now, I do enjoy the winter season, so I can appreciate a good doily style snowflake. A couple years ago I had some gold foiled crochet thread that I had thrifted, and I made 13 days of Christmas. I made the snowflakes. So these are some interesting new snowflakes to me, and they touch a little bit on the tatting. Hey Donna, I have a tatting pattern, or a taste of tatting, that I need to get into. And what else did I do? From another store we went to was a brand new store that's just opened in Vallejo. Vallejo is about 15-20 minutes from where I am, and it's called Hand Sewn, I think. Hand Sewn. And it has a lot of fabric, it has a lot of yarn, it has felting. She was making some little felted animals. They were so cute, from a felting pattern book. She has some beautiful quilts all the way around the store. And of course I didn't take pictures. I get to having so much fun. I think I did take one picture of me and Felicity outside. I love catching Felicity in a candid moment when she's taking a picture, a selfie of her in front of a place that we go. It reminds me that I need to take a picture. So I love taking pictures of her, taking pictures of her. But they had knitting needles. I have a few sets of straight knitting needles, not very many, because I've only been into the socks and I really like my 9-inch circulars. But there's a knitting pattern for a scarf that I really want to make, and it will introduce me to lace work. It has a Passover. It's like filet crochet, but in knitting, and it's fish. It's little fish going all the way up, and it says I need US 4 knitting needles. Well, the lady had an amazing price on knitting needles, and this one's a 3. And I don't even know what yarn I want to use on it yet. I think it calls for a DK and US 4. But I do have some really, really beautiful ocean style yarn, ocean themed yarn that I would like to use, and it's sock weight. So I'm going to play with these. And then she had a basket of buttons. And I needed this one. So this one is it says pearl buttons. I love the packaging. I love the button. I love it all. It says it's washable. I was thinking for a shawl or a wrap, if one end of it was crocheted onto here, or this thick and flipped over and sewn onto here, the other end could be belted loosely in and out. And then as I was standing there looking at it even more, I was thinking a headband. My problem with headbands is they don't stretch and retain their shape. So I feel like it's always just stretching out of shape, and it's not really holding much or doing much for like the ear warmers or that sort of thing. I know it's hot and I'm sitting here thinking about ear warmers. But I was thinking if it had two narrow ends on it and a decorative piece, I could put the decorative thick piece to the back, or I could put it to the front or the side and have this as just like a center pretty piece that I could then again crochet onto here starting out, or make it this thick, fold it over, hand sew it, and then have a belt type section for the other end of it, which I could tighten or loosen or adjust as the stitches give or take. But I'm looking at the packaging and I think I just want to put it in my display cabinet in the window just like that. It's pretty. It says hook number 196, style 53, size 60, content 1. Doesn't say much of anything on it, but that is such a pretty little package. I'm thinking it's just going to end up, honestly, in the yarn seller window. Then we went on to the next store. The next store, oh my goodness. Let's let the tow truck go by. I don't need the tow truck. I didn't call him. Let's let him roll on by. Goodbye. Rescue someone. You're such a hero. The next store accepts donations. Pretty big store. Jam-packed full of every craft supply you can imagine. Oh, it was glorious. It was organized, but in a very cluttered and full way. Oh, I loved it. It was delightful. Before we even went in, I walked down the window space and I was just drooling on their window. I gotta go in. And Felicity's probably like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's get her in there. And they had 4s. Now these are some long needles, and I got to thinking, I don't even know enough about knitting or the pattern to know, but I did notice that's quite a bit of difference. I don't know how wide the scarf is. I don't know if I'm gonna need extra space because I'm new, or I want less space so that these needles don't get away from me. I do know these are 4s and these are 3s, and they're pretty. They're like crochet hooks. They come in the most beautiful colors. And the 4's a boy, and the 3's are Zephyr, which I thought, ooh, that sounds exotic. A Zephyr? Silly me. I don't know. And I got the tiniest little embroidery hoop in all the land. It's a 1, and I know I'm just collecting things because it's cute and it was only $1. No. I've been doing a lot of the slow stitching and a lot of embroidery, and for the Brentwood Farm Girls group that I joined, I want to embroider the badges and patches that I've already earned from them, and they are small hexagons, and I thought this would be perfect to help hold the fabric nice and taut while I do the line work on it. And I thought it was cute. I'm gonna hang it with the other embroidery hoops. That's where it's gonna live. Outside of the co-op store, they had 2 huge baskets outside the front of the store with scrap fabrics. Go Speed Racer, go! They had 2 baskets full of scrap fabrics. Just take some, you can have it. And I thought, oh, it's so cute for the slow stitching. Here's one with different puppy dogs all over it. Just a little tidbit of red that I might be able to use for something, and if I can't use it for something, maybe one of my girls will have an arts and craft project. It'll go in the craft closet if I don't. Little mermaidy. I love this one. This one really speaks to my heart. Look. It's rustic colors. It's got an old-timey, relaxed feel to it. You just wander through the creek side and look at all the neighbors. I like that one. And the images are small enough that if I want to slow stitch it onto onto the tops of a tape measure, of the little tape measures, I can get a whole image on it. I was struggling because it was such a small project to get a full atmosphere on it. There's one that goes with that. Just little scraps of fabric that I could use to make little pouches out of, or I don't know. And Felicity insisted that I take this one and use it for something. And I did pique her interest in what slow stitching was, so she's gonna go home and probably YouTube down the rabbit hole on slow stitching. But some giraffes, some cute little giraffes. Just some cute little, this reminds me of an artist, Mary Elderbrook. She's often on like teacups and stuff. She's got that kind of drawing. I'm sure it'll come to me later tonight when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. Some seahorses. There's not one solid seahorse, but I think it's defining enough. I could even put those two together, cut them out, flip them around, and put like some beadwork between them or something. And then the fabric on its own is just pretty, even if I choose to ignore the seahorses on the other side. Some stars. And I tried not to take too much, but I did take pieces of fabric that I just loved and that I knew that I could do something with it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, that is summertime. My grandma in the summer, she used to wash the curtains this time of year, and she would put them in the bathtub and we would hand wash them, and then we would hang them back on the windows wet and open the windows, and the house smelled amazing, like clean laundry and fresh air. And that's what this I don't know why she did not have funky curtains. My grandma had lace traditional curtains. I don't know why, but just that's what that reminds me of. Fresh, clean laundry and a summer breeze. I think that's a song, isn't it? I found these cute little bunnies on bicycles. Thought I might be able to do, I don't know, something with them. Something cute. And even if I shredded the cotton and just repurposed it as stuffing, or I don't know, it won't go to waste. We're a house of crafters. And these little patriotic bunnies, actually, now that I'm looking at them, I don't know if they're patriotic. I saw red, white, and blue and some stars on the skirts. I think they're just country bunnies. And this one, all right. I got my mug washed. Home. It was hot in the car. I'd had an amazing day, and I think I was just reeling with excitement, and my phone was like, no, full stop. I don't have the bandwidth for this. My phone was so overpacked with old visits that we've had, and full of duplicate pictures. I went through, I had a bunch of like live pictures, you know, when you go to click a picture and it's got that live and it takes up a video width of memory on it. I had pictures where I was putting my phone down in my pocket, and I had taken pictures of the inside of my pocket and purses and everything else. I had like 1,010,000 duplicate pictures of Sadie being cute. We deleted all that. So we can visit. I had so much fun with Felicity. Felicity creates it all over on Facebook. Her link is in the description box below. Don't remember if I said that or not. I had so much fun with her. We went to so many stops. Sadie's got a new toy down there. I think this is the remainder of the treasures that I brought home. The Crafters Upcycle store that I was going on and on about how it's jam-packed full of wonderfulness. This is the bag they gave me to bring my treasures home in. Somebody scrapbook, buttoned, junk journaled all over this bag, and it is beautiful. I gotta use it for something, a gift. So when we were in there, I don't know what I've shared and what I haven't shared. I know this is an item that I was very excited about. I bought this for $1, and I could see that they were the little Sadie girl. No, be nice. Can see they were the little Holly Hobbies, and they're made out of wire. And I was thinking, what a beautiful way to display yarn. I need a solid background. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a hook on it. So I picked it up and I knew I wanted them. They're cute. I wanted them. They're $1. That's cheaper than the $1.25 store, which I don't shop at anymore. There's a little slip of paper. It says, whip stitch the base of the wire heart to the top of a quilt. Use matching thread. Hang from tiny nails to display the quilt on a wall. And the brand is Little Quilts, or the company, or the something. Sadie's got a huge new toy that my brother gifted her, and it's a gigantic llama, and she's got it down here on the floor playing with it. I don't know what she's doing, but she keeps bumping your chair, so I apologize for that. Let's continue on in the Mary Poppins bag. It was very interesting. They had a lot of yarn, a lot of different fibers. It was all broken down into colors, and they sell it a pound for $10. I don't know if that would be a fair price or not, because different brands seem to carry different prices. The lady ahead of me, I put these back because I don't know how the pricing system works. These are ounces. This is 1 3/4 of an ounce. The lady in front of me had a tiny little ball of eyelash yarn checking out in front of me, and hers came up to 60 cents. So I ran back and I grabbed these cottons. This is Peyton's Grace, 100% mercerized cotton. And, well, come on now. I mean, clearly I've used and worn this in the past. I have that little baby doll pattern, and it's a baby doll's body, but the body is pajamas. And then I have all those plastic heads that I got from the little craft store in Martinez, California. I don't know. I thought they looked like baby pajamas or something else, but they rang up to 70 cents each. So super pleased with these. I love my cotton, especially when it's hot outside. Could sit and mess around with cotton forever. Does it say what yarn weight it is? Oh, it's called Spearmint. Made in Bulgaria. Ooh, fancy. 136 yards, but it doesn't say. I'm sure it does. Well, it's a small. It's a itty bitty. I guess it doesn't actually say. It says use a 4mm hook, but I mean, it's cotton thread. I love to crochet with cotton thread. I'll find some. Oh, lost my ball band. And then, I was digging through a pile of things, of quilting things, and I saw this, and I thought they were little strawberries or little cherries. They're apples. That's just as cute. I think they're for circular 9-inch circular needles. I don't know. It's felt. This part's felt, so you could even put like little stitching needles in there, or little scissors in there. I don't know. Was it all, or I had to have it. I had to have it. I don't know what that is about me. It just seemed cute and fun, and somebody made this, and the ingenuity behind it, and the creativeness, and the pack it and take it with you and go-ness. I don't know. I love it. I'll find something to put in it. And then I was walking along and I found a ceramic goose, 50 cents. She's got a lot of detail on her. She's a porch goose for a little tiny porch, the smallest porch. She's got a vest on, a little capelet, a bit of a collar, and then a bonnet. And of course, she reminded me of Josephine. Josephine had a doll that was glass and ceramic. fragile. I don't know. My Lily's a painter. Maybe I can get her to paint my goose for me. I want to put her in the yarn cabinet, in the yarn cellar, in the window. It's cute. And then at the checkout counter, when I was getting ready to check out, they had a little basket full of, it looked like trinkets and hat pins. And they had a hat pin bumblebee. And she's acrylic. She's a plasticky acrylic with wings, and she's just honey colored. And when I was making this hat was a crochet kit on Amazon for sun hat, and it did not have the flowers. The flowers and the leaves I just looked up randomly and made out of embroidery thread. The DMC thin embroidery thread, and then I stripped it down some, so it's kind of hard to tell how thin they are, but they're very light and delicate. And so the hat pattern is from Amazon, and it is like that ribbon yarn. There's no wire in the brim. The brim just stays up, strategically increases, it just stays. And I thought the hat was too plain, so the hat needed flowers. So I looked up crochet embroidery flowers, or crochet flowers on YouTube. And so I made the flowers, the leaves, and the tiny little forget-me-nots, I think is what those were called. And so I put those on there. And then now the bee has come along, and when I put the flowers on there, I thought, well, it's so flat. Like when I put it on my head, so you can't even really see them unless, you know, of course I wear that on the side of the hat. But the bee, that is perfect. And she's on a little bit of a pointy spike. She's meant to put on something like a hat, or there she goes. Isn't it perfect? Oh my gosh, it's just perfect. And they had this tiny little rose hat pin, and it is a rose that's been dipped in lacquer. Very, very fragile, very pretty. I don't know. Got coffee all over my hand. I'm using up the instant coffee from our road trip. The coffee seems to stain everything. Instant coffee is not my favorite. All right. Little rose. And it's on a hat pin, and it's actually got the pin to hold it on. So I bought them both. I'm not sure. Am I doing too much? I'm doing too much. Save this one for another hat. I don't really wear hats. I mean, I took it on the hat on our road trip, and I didn't even wear it. The rose will probably just sit in the yarn cellar till a hat comes along, and sun hat is gonna need a rose, I think. Well, I got it. It's part of my my art collection, my curated collection of things. I had a whole lot of fun. I had a grand adventure. Man, I just love getting in Felicity's car. I never know where we're gonna go, where we're gonna end up. All right, friends, take care, have fun. Thank you for visiting with me. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Bye.